I sometimes like having porridge for breakfast. So when I paid a visit to a particular shop a few weeks ago, I bought some porridge oats. At least I thought I did. They were actually very thin oats and they don't really make a great porridge. So I thought, I don't want to chuck this, so what am I going to do with it? Well, we're going to find out today. I'm going to be making oat cookies, and because I had so many oats, I'm going to double the ingredients from the recipe that I took from BBC Good Food. So what you will need for this particular recipe is 150 grams of wholemeal flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 150 grams of porridge oats, or the thin oats that I'm going to use, I just hope it works, 100 grams of castor sugar, 150 grams of butter, 2 tablespoons of golden syrup, and 4 tablespoons of milk. And look, here's the recipe. It's actually less than what it says. It's half, because of course I'm doubling everything. And look how big it is. It's because I'm wearing these lovely glasses and I can only see far away. So that's why it has to be in massive print for me to be able to see it. Okay, well the first stage is you need to heat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius, 160 fan or gas mark 4, and then line a baking tray with baking parchment. Well, I have already done that, so we can skip to the next stage. So I need to sift the flour into a bowl, so I've got a bowl here, and then mix in the baking powder, porridge, oats, and sugar. So basically, you are mixing all the dry ingredients together. So here's the flour. It's wholemeal flour. Is it actually going to sift through? Oh, it is. That's interesting. I'm not so sure that it was, because there are bits of like wholemeal through it. So let's see if it actually all goes through. I suppose the idea of doing this is to aerate it. There we are. Some bits are falling off the side. That doesn't really matter. And I think there might be sort of like bits left over at the end, because as I said, it is wholemeal. So it's not just plain flour or self-raising flour. Any bits that do remain in the sieve, then I'm just going to pour in. It looks as though actually most of it's going through.
You could use a spoon.
You know what? For these last bits, I'm just going to pour them in because that's the husk, I suppose. Okay, so it's all the dry ingredients, of course. So we've got our baking powder now, that goes in. And we have got our porridge oats, that goes in. And we've got the sugar, that goes in. So now everything has to be really well stirred together. So we'll just mix it all nicely like this. You want to make sure that everything is lovely and combined. Right, so we'll put our butter into the pan that I have already had on the heat. We will add in our milk. And this lovely, oh, it's a bit much.
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh, yes, turn it down a bit. I don't want it to curdle. And this lovely syrup. Oh, look at this. Golden syrup.
Do you need to keep whisking it?
Well, I'm not gonna whisk it. I'm gonna stir it.
Yeah.
And of course, syrup will just stick to the spoon, so that's why I've maybe put a little bit extra in. So we just want to melt this before it all curdles or gets too sticky. This could sort of turn out to be like a caramel type thing, but we want it to be a liquid. Look at that. There we are. I thought that the butter is stuck to the spoon. That doesn't matter because it will melt.
I don't think it is going to take that long to melt.
Oh no, only a couple of minutes. Now you can also, if you like, put all this into the microwave and melt it that way, but I'm doing it the traditional way. There's a couple of bits of butter just left to melt in now. There we are. I think that's good. So I'll turn the heat off. So I've got my melted butter and syrup and milk here in the saucepan. I'm now going to pour it into the dry ingredients. Like so. Just looking at my instructions, it says add to the dry ingredients, mix until the liquid covers the mixture. Right. Okay. I actually thought that there might not be enough liquid here, but there is. I can just I can tell now that it's going to be. Oh gosh! I wish you could smell this. Oh, this smells divine. Do you know something? I want to eat this right now.
It's not cooked.
Yeah, it is. We just cooked it. Oh, look at this. Look at that. It looks so lovely. It smells absolutely lovely too. You know what? I've got to have a bit. Mmm! Delicious! Mmm! So we want to make sure that there are no dry ingredients still left and that it is all nicely mixed together, which I think it is now. Right, so I've got my lined baking tray and the oven has preheated to 180 degrees Celsius, and that is the temperature that we will be setting it at when we cook the biscuits. So I've got the mixture here. Now it says to spoon it onto the parchment paper and then form rounds, but I'm going to do it a little bit differently and I'm going to just lift it straight out of here.
Isn't it hot?
No, it's not. And I'm going to make it into little rounds in my hand. Because I think that's better rather than spooning it straight onto this. So there should be 6 if I do them all the same sort of size, and I'm just doing this by eye really, and they should be spaced out or spread out. I'm spaced out, I think, well enough so as they spread and they don't form into clash into one another. The only thing is our baking tray is quite small for our convection oven, you see. So there is a chance that they might join together, but hey, does it really matter because we're going to be eating them all, just Paul and me anyway, mostly me I would think. Ha ha! Well, you know what's going to happen. They are so close together, it's all just going to form into one big hot mess, but who cares as long as it's cooked. Now I did say 15 minutes at 180 degrees. I'm going to give it 20. And I will check it just because we did double the ingredients. So I want to be sure that they are actually cooked. There we go. And if it needs a little bit of extra time, we'll give it that. And then there will be a taste test at the end.
Hey, look, a new subscriber.
Wow. Look at this. They didn't all clump together. One of them did break a bit when it came out. And I do have to admit, we put them back into the oven upside down for about another 10 minutes because they seemed a little bit soggy. So maybe it's a good thing that one of them sort of broke a bit because I'm going to have to break it anyway to try this. So let's see. And I don't want to break my teeth. So I want a bit that's like relatively soft. There we go. Mmm. Mmm!
Is it like crunchy bits?
It's quite crunchy. It's not hard.
Would you would you say that they were kind of similar to like the store-bought ones, or not as good?
I think you'd know they're homemade. I'm not saying that it's bad, but I can taste everything there. I can taste the oat. I can definitely taste that lovely syrup. And you know something? They're not really that sweet.
Oh.
I'm not saying that they're not sweet, but they're not overly sweet. Look at that, Paul. Would you like to try one?
They are very moreish.
They certainly are, so I think I'm going to have some more. I'm not going to bite into them because I don't want to lose my front teeth. Oh, I'll lose that teeth. I know something. I think with a nice big cup of tea or coffee. You could probably dunk those as well. And that would soften them up a bit. You don't like dunking, do you, Paul?
No.
Gosh, this is so nice. Well, if you'd like to see more content like this, and also some of our travel logs and various other things that we do, and please hit that subscribe button. Please also give us a thumbs up and a like, and if you'd like to buy us a coffee to help us along the way, there is a link in the description, and we will see you next time. Bye.